Hi, today we're going to give you a quick overview of the Flockport UI. Let's log in. The default view is the cluster view. You get an overview of the cluster in terms of stats, usage and resources, with inbuilt health checking and alerts. Resources gives you one-click access to all the resources available in Flockport. Servers gives you access to all the servers in the cluster. Clicking on a server will load the stats tab and give you a hardware and system level overview of the server. Manage gives you access to server management. You can add and delete servers here and perform other server management tasks. The servers panel will give you access to all the servers in the cluster. Clicking on a server will load the stats tab. You get 4 more tabs here: containers, VMs, console and host. The containers tab gives you container management. The VM tab gives you VM management. The console tab gives you access to a browser-based console. The host tab gives you host level details and stats. You can cycle through all the servers in the panel and access these functions on them. Notice the server name changes in the badges as you access them, and you can see the names change as you access the container, VM and host tab. The Infra tab gives you access to containers, VMs, networking and storage. You also get access to limits and Instashift. Containers lets you deploy containers across your cluster. With the VM panel, you can deploy VMs from here across the cluster. With the vNetworks menu gives you access to standalone networks, host networks, distributed networks and vRouters. The Data Stores menu gives you access to setting up shared data stores and object storage. The Networks menu gives you access to advanced networking capabilities. You can list networks here and deploy VXLAN networks, WireGuard networks and BGP networks. The Storage menu lets you deploy NFS volumes, object stores and storage pools. You can list volumes, object stores and directly connect to S3 for instance from here. The Limits menu gives you a centralized panel to manage network, CPU, memory and disk limits. Instashift is a new Flockport service and lets you import your VMs into containers with a single click, so you reduce any migration project to single-click UI-driven automation. This makes your VM instantly mobile, as once they're in Flockport, they can be pushed across servers and clouds. This is fully automated and is a better alternative to long-drawn migration projects that are expensive, resource-intensive and error-prone. Apps gives you access to the App Store, service discovery, load balancers, RDS, the scheduler, KMS, log servers and user management. The App Store gives you access to single-click apps that can be deployed to any server. All apps are signed and downloaded securely. The Service Discovery menu gives you access to service discovery. You can list endpoints and add and delete endpoints here. So this way you get automated service discovery across your cluster. The Load Balancer menu lets you deploy load balancers. You can deploy Nginx or HA proxy load balancers and add and delete backends to the load balancers. The Web Server menu lets you deploy web servers or ingress controllers. You can publish container-based apps across the cluster to the web servers so that they can be accessed. The RDS menu lets you deploy replicated databases. Flockport currently supports replicated MySQL, PostgreSQL, Galera, Cassandra and Elastic databases. The scheduler lets you deploy applications with auto-healing and auto-recovery. You can scale deployed jobs up and down and also upgrade jobs with a single click. So this way you manage one image and not hundreds, making lifecycle management easy to do. The KMS menu lets you create encryption key pairs and generate encryption and decryption keys. You can also directly encrypt and decrypt data cluster-wide from the KMS menu. You also get access to a secrets manager that can be accessed both from the UI and from the API. Log servers let you deploy centralized logging. You can deploy multiple log servers to consolidate your logs across your applications, containers and hosts cluster-wide. Flockport gives you fine-grained user access control. You can create users by role and limit access by resources, so different users will get a different view of the UI depending on their privilege level. You can also limit access by IP and server group. You can also generate temporary time-bound access tokens, so there's a lot of flexibility on offer. The Cloud panel is part of the Flockport Self-Service Cloud platform and is designed to give users the same flexibility and ease of use that they've come to expect from the public cloud. The Cloud panel gives you access to V instances, V subnets, C instances, RDS, service discovery, load balancers, KMS, and more. You can create V subnets, this is like VPC in AWS, and deploy V instances, C instances, and other resources in your V subnets. This is all self-service and automated and does not need any admin or manual process. The Flockport Hypermobility platform gives you single-click application mobility and easy hybrid and multi-cloud management and is designed ground up for simplicity and ease of use. The self-service cloud platform brings together infrastructure flexibility and rich application services to give sovereign and emerging cloud providers an automation platform to deliver next-generation cloud services. We have detailed demos on some of the functionality covered here at flockport.com. Please do have a look at them. Thank you for watching.